Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. After giving the mauna as the means to become chinmatra. Chinmatra means to make the mind totally absorbed in the swarupa. Mauna has to be taken in the sense mauna means nididhyasana. Anatma pratyayas are eliminated. Swajatiya atma pratyaya pravaha is attempted in the beginning. Finally, what happens is the mind gets absorbed in the swarupa. And at the same time, the swarupa, the true nature of Bhagavad Swarupa is Satchidananda, that was told. Further again, bhakti as the means of moksha sadhana, as the means of moksha sadhana is being highlighted. Last time we have seen bhakti can be sadhana bhakti, navamidha bhakti, sadhana bhakti, which describes the various 9 types of means to attune ourselves to Bhagavad Swarupa. But at the final level, bhakti can be only Swaswarupa Anusandhanam, Chintana, repeated, consistent, continuous meditation on Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. Now here, we have seen the necessity of bhakti. Now here, Bhagavan Varaha is going to describe more in terms of sadhana bhakti. Let us see now. We'll chant verse 11.
Dinakara kiranaihi sharvaram tamaha Nibidataram jhatati pranashameti Ghanatara bhavakaranam tamoyat Haridina kruta prabhayana chantarena.
Now the bhakti. Without devotion, it is not possible for a person to know oneself. Devotion prepares the mind to gain the knowledge. And Ishvara's bhakti eliminates all duritas also. Duritas, the adverse effect of past papa karmas, it also removes. Now here, more in the sense of Saguna Bhakti, Ishvara Bhakti is being told. You can say Yatha, just as. An illustration is given. What is the illustration? Illustration of the sun. See, when sun rises, however dense the darkness may be, when it tries, it gets dispelled. It is not that, so yesterday night it was what, Amavasya, it was too dark and the sun takes more time to remove that. And Purnima day, that's nothing like that. So like that, just with the movement the sunlight comes, darkness goes. Or let us say, in a deep cave where the light has not gone for ages. Suppose you take a floodlight. The moment the floodlight is put on, what happens? The darkness goes. Not because that it is not lit for ages. That is not the criterion at all. The denseness of the darkness is not the criterion to delay the dispelling of darkness by light. So here the example of the sun. Yatha, just as Dinakara kiranaihi hi nibidataram sharvaram tamaha jhatiti pranasham eti. So Yatha just said, Dinakara kiranaihi. Kiranaihi by the rays. Whose rays? Dinakara. Who is Dinakara? Not any Mr. Dinakara. Dinakara is Surya. One who affects the days is the Surya. So Dinakara. Dinakara kiranaihi by the rays of the sun. He, well known, everyone knows this. Sharvaram tamaha. Sharvari means night. So Sharvaram, nocturnal tamaha, the darkness. The darkness of the night. So what does it do? Jhatiti. Jhatiti means instantly, without any delay. Without any delay. Jhatiti pranasham eti. Gets destroyed. It gets destroyed. Pranasham eti. So now similarly, as far as our samsara is concerned, we know well that ajnana, self-ignorance, avidya, ignorance of our swarupa is the karana, cause for that. Since when it is starting, since when it is going on? Anadi. It is beginningless. So in spite of that, such an intense ajnana, which is ignorance of our swarupa, which is going on from the beginningless time. So that one is a nibidata, ghanatara bhavakaranam. Ghanatara means nibidatara. Very dense, intense. Bhavakar, bhava is samsara. The cause of samsara. Samsara is what this ignorance of oneself called avidya. The ghanakaranam tamaha. Earlier tamaha was darkness. Here tamaha is darkness of ignorance, figuratively. So tamaha, avidya, what does it do? Without this, it cannot be dispelled. Just as the darkness of the night cannot be dispelled without the sun rays, so also he says, without this, what is that? Yat hari dinakrit prabhaya. See here, earlier the word was dinakara for Surya. For here only dinakrit, Surya only. Prabha, rays. But this is which sun it is? Not our usual sun. Hari Dinakrit. Hari is Lord Vishnu. Bhagavan Vara is what? Vishnu Avatara. So Hari Dinavar. With that is Dinakrit. Without the Surya Prabha, who is the form, the rays of the sun, who is the form of what? Hari. Who is Hari? You are familiar with the two words, Hari and Hara. Who is Hara? Shiva. Hari is Vishnu. Etymologically, both mean the same thing. Harati Papa. The grammatical suffix differs. The one who destroys the Papa is Hari or Hara. So therefore, there should not be any difference between these two. You know it well. One should not distinguish between Shiva and Vishnu. It should not be done because it is one and the same principle, Brahma Tattva, manifest in two different forms for two different functions. Hari Dinakrit Prabhaya Cha Antarena Na. Na, you have to add there Pranasham eti. Antarena, vina, without that is the rays of Hari, without the grace, it is Hari Rupa Dinakrit. Sun in the form of Hari Vishnu. So Dinakrit, cha antarena, antarena means vina, na cha pranasham eti. Ajnana cannot get destroyed. That's it. It is said Ishvaranugrahadeva Pumsam Advaita Vasana. Pumsam, for humans, Advaita Vasana, that inclination to gain the knowledge of Advaita Sarupa. Actually, Jnana means Advaita Darshanam eva Jnanam. The direct cognition of non-dual Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva, that alone can be the knowledge. Others are, of course, knowledge, but secondarily. So, without the grace of Ishvara, it is not, this Ajnana cannot be removed. So, therefore, a true Vedantin never will dismiss the role of Bhakti. Whether Bhakti is Shrestha, superior, or Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana superior, this contention should not arise at all. Bhakti is the means to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. One is the means, other is the end. Antarena na pranasham eti. Avidya cannot be destroyed, and therefore, what is the conclusion? Devotion to Saguna Ishvara, Saguna Brahma is indispensable. So now a way of this bhakti is being told. Next verse.
Mama charana smaranena pujaya cha swakattamasa parimuchyate hi jantuhu nahi marana prabhava pranasha hetuhu mama charana smarana drutesti kinchit.
Why did Bhagavan Varaha emphasize on the bhakti? Because the reason is here. Jantuhu. Jantu literally means creature. Creature means all those are born are Jantu only. Don't think low creatures are Jantu and we are human beings, something superior. It is not that way. Everyone, Jananath, because of Janma, everyone is Jantu only. That means a living being. Here we have to take as human being, because human is the only one who can have the eligibility to gain the Atma Jnana because of the buddhi present in him. Here, he jantu mama charana smaranena pujayacha. By this, by mama charana, my feet. Who is telling this? Varaha, Vishnu. Charana smaranena, by remembrance of my feet. See, feet in the case of everyone points out or indicates the base of the entire individual. On feet we stand. So it means the adhara, adhisthana, the basis. You know this pada puja they do. The pada puja they, in a sense, another thing. See, in a Mahatma or avatar, etc. If you touch, you get the punya. Now come on, where will you touch? And the individual in front of you, will you go and touch his head? Will you touch his nose? Best thing is what? Touch the feet that is there at the lowest. So here, otherwise also, it is, what is that? The basis, the anushtana, not anushtana, adhisthana of the very Brahma, the Saguna, Ishvara, so charana smaranena, pujaya, Puja in terms of worship, in terms of adoration, praise, etc. These are the means given to a common man to tune oneself to the Ishvara Swarupa. Otherwise, what do you do? See, left to ourselves, we always think of issues. Now the mind is not yet ready to think of Parabrahma Swarupa. So via media has to be given. The in-between method has to be given. So that is how take to the Saguna Ishvara Upasana, worship of Ishvara in the Saguna form with a form as such. Pujaya, Pujaya, all this Navavidha Bhakti comes here. So by Smarani in the church, what does the woman can do? Swaka tamasaha parimuchyati. So swaka tamas, swaka means belonging to oneself. Tamas here is ajnana avidya. So atmanaha ajnana. Swaka tamasaha is atmanaha ajnana. Parimuchyate. Totally gets freed. Why totally get the why not simply muchyate is told? Why paritaha entirely? Because in sleep you are muchyate. From samsara, temporary relief is there, but only to start again. So here, no more transmigration, no more birth. Now here one may think, one who has no shraddha, one who has no bhakti, you say, look, 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 Bhagavan wants to have a big clientele of devotees. There was a worship my feet. Also, remember my feet. Worship me. Is it that? No, no. In fact, your worship, etc., is a nuisance for Bhagavan. But he allows because it is a very good means for you to prepare your mind. This question comes, you know why? We take ourselves to be different from whom? Bhagavan. That is our mistake. Bhagavan knows you and me are one and the same. You know that answer? Once Avatara was asked, are you Bhagavan? Are you God? The answer was, my dear, you are God. When you discover you are God, you will know for certain, I am God. So that is what is important. But we view from our angle of Ajnana, Bhagavan is someone where up in the heaven beyond the clouds and we are down on the earth. And therefore this notion comes. For Bhagavan it is not so. For anything and everything is what? Bhagavad Sarupa only. So therefore such question or such a notion that this is only to promote the more and more devotees is not, it's a totally out of context. Again he says, freedom from Janma Marana, freedom from this samsara without remembrance of my feet, remembrance of feet of Ishvara means bhakti. In bhakti, what is bhakti otherwise? Bhakti is love. Love towards whom? Not any love. Love towards Bhagavan is bhakti. And when you love Bhagavan, what you do is, slowly you will get away from all Vishayas which you are preoccupied now. All that is necessary to gain Atma Jnana is withdrawing the mind from external Vishayas, withdraw the extrovert mind and make it introvert, free from attributes of drishya vishaya, that mind easily gets absorbed or it abides in one's own swarupa. Our swarupa is all the time there. Where? At the backdrop of, come on, tell me. Backdrop of what? Antakarana, mind. If you want to be more precise, each and every thought. See, our each and every thought or element are made known by the Chaitanya Swarupa in terms of Chidabhasa. In terms of Chidabhasa. So therefore, here, so what is necessary is this bhakti, wherein antakarana is withdrawn from the preoccupation of the Vishaya, for which a means is given to think of Bhagavad Charana. The reason is given now. Why it is said so earlier? With that is which this puja and Charana Smarana is necessary, because Mama Charana Smarana Rute. Rute means vina. Without the Mama Charana Smarana, without the remembering means meditating. Charana Smarana means Bhagavad Smarana, thinking of the divinity principle. Saguna or here Saguna Brahma Ishvara. Charana Adhrute Kinchit Marana Prabhava Pranasha Hetuhu the Kinchit Marana Prabhava Pranasha Hetuhu Nahi. Without remembrance of Bhagavad Sarupa, you say here Charana's feet. So that is way of saying feet. So Charana Smarana, without that, this is not possible. The Hetu means of what? Pranasha, destruction. Destruction of what? Destruction of Marana Prabhava. Marana we know, death. Prabhava is Janma. Janma Marana. See, the freedom from Janma Marana, Upalakshana, indication for samsara. Samsara. See? So because sorrow is maximum is Janma and Marana. In between continuous flow of sorrow is there. But the peak are at the birth and death. That is why this is generally not known. That's why Shastra takes pain to make us know for certain Janma Marana are totally infested with the maximum sorrow. That is Marana Hetuhu Mama Charana Smarana Rite Nahi Asti. Nahi Asti means is not possible. Is not possible without the remembrance of the feet of the Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not possible. Means Bhagavad Bhakti, love to Ishvara. You take different means that suits you. That's fine. But finally, your mind has to get absorbed where? In the Bhagavad Sarupa. It is one step below. You go, strip off the Bhagavan from the gunas, Ishvara status. You know what you are, Brahma Sarupa. The final stepping stone to make your mind absorbed in the Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa. That's the. Now, what should be our attitude towards Bhagavan? Have you seen children want something from the mother or father? what they do? What they do? They go and then what? Clasp the neck of the Marathi say, गळ्यात येऊन. They clasp and so they will close that thing and slowly they tell. So that is that expression of the love. So that for here, you say a different example is given. The example is given. So what is it? Let us read the next verse.
आदरेण यथा स्तौति धनवन्तं धनेच्छया तथा चेद्विश्वकर्तारं को न मुच्येत बन्धनात्.
Is yatha, just as add there puman, any individual. Yatha puman, dhanechaya. See, somebody wanted some money. Whom he has to go? Not a beggar or a pauper. He has to go to a rich person. So how he approaches, what he does to get some money from a rich person? You say, dhanechaya, with the desire to gain some money or money. Dhanavantam stauti. He praises a rich person. How? Adarena stauti. With all respect. See, your great grandfathers are so charitable. They have done like this, they have done like that, and your father also not an ordinary person. So that you are descending from that what lineage. So therefore, what? You are also a great man. So what? Give me money. Give me money. Because he is so praised that he wants to be one of them. He can't say no, 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 no. So that is how Adarena, with due reverence, with close application, eagerness. So that is that earnestness. So Adarena yatha stauti, just as the person who wants to get money praises, says tatha chet. Now say similarly, Vishwakartaram stauti chet. In the same manner, if a devotee or a person, again devotee means who? Everyone thinks devotee. But Bhagavan has to certify that you are devotee. Anyway, one puts forth effort, apprentice devotion. Okay, take it. So that is fine. So that Sauti, yatha, whom Sauti? Vishwakartaram, the creator of entire cosmos. The creator of entire cosmos. What is his status? Suppose an industrialist has raised a very big empire of industry. Is not considered a great? The one who created the entire Brahma, not 1, 2 Brahmandas, endless Brahmandas. Okay, that's why I say Ishvara is said to be Akhila Brahmanda Koti Nayaka. The master of crores of all Brahmandas. See, we don't have a proper concept about the creation. We are concerned with the little globe and little orbit and all that. That's what that thing is. And the galaxies and all Milky, of course, Milky Ways, etc. are there. That is fine. But they say in the ocean, see, a big wave comes and lashes on the beach. How many spray particles of water flash? Those many Brahmandas are destroyed every moment, are created every moment. Now see which computer to use this for this calculation, you decide. मेगा कंप्यूटर का बाप भी नहीं चलेगा. So therefore, we have no concept of that. Vishwakarta, the creator of that. And do you know much more thing? He creates this without actual creation. You understood? Truly, they are not there. But appearance, verily, moment by moment, impinging on your mind. So, Vishwakartaram, Stauti Chet, if you this thing, phrase is, Kona Mucheta Bandhana. Who will not get freed from bandhana, bondage? Is certainly everyone who praises like this will get freed from that. Again, here one may have a doubt. See, Bhagavan also wants praise so that he will give something. It is not that way. He doesn't want. Stuti is a karma. Any karma has its own result. Ishvara is a karma phala data. So he has to give the result. He is helpless. When you have done the karma, it will come to you whether you want or not. Unless you are a jnani. If you are a jnani, the karma phalas will all vanish. Otherwise, papa or punya are bound to come to you. Even in karma yoga, you dedicate to Ishvara doesn't mean that Ishvara takes your karma phalas. Thereby, that disposition, you are preparing your mind to gain the antakarana shuddhi. And if you have not got the Atma-jnana, that karma phala is bound to help you. It is not going to go away. Don't think Ishvara has taken your karma phala. What for he wants you? He is Paramananda Swarupa. He doesn't depend on anything at all. Independent of everything. So therefore, he says, Kona Mucheta Bandhana. Means certainly one can get. So therefore, it is not that Bhagavan wants our praise, etc. It's a karma phala is bound to come. Now hereafter, Ishvara, of course, one step below he has come. What is said for Ishvara can be applicable to whom? Brahma also, but as a Saguna Bhakti, he is talking about the Ishvara. For Ishvara, all are equal. They all are equal. Sarvasama. All are equal, and he blesses everyone alike. Oh, this is my devotee. Go on. He is atheist. Nothing like that. He blesses everyone alike. How he blesses? By giving you the existence, by giving you the sentience in terms of knowledge principle, by giving you happiness according to your deservedness. Now you have to be, you should desire. Mere desiring is not going to help. According to extent you are deserved, he gives the ananda. So therefore, Ishvara is not partial. He is same to all. He is to all alike. That is, Ishvara is Sarva Samaha. He is equal to all. This is being now explained from 14 up to 19. 14th, read.
Aditya sannidhau lokaha cheshtate swayameva tu tatha mat sannidhaveva samastam cheshtate jagata.
See, now this also tells us where is Ishvara? So general question is, where is Ishvara? Why can't you see him? If he is there, he should be in front of us. Somebody challenged also, it's long many years back. If Ishvara is there, let him come in front of us. Big gathering, political. And so but Ishvara didn't come. Okay, 3 minutes more grace period. So Ishvara didn't come. Listen, did you look at Ishvara is not there? See the argument. The person who blurts out this is possible because of Ishvara. Now let us see. Lokaha, all people, Aditya Sannidhau Swayam eva tu cheshtati. Aditya Sannidhau, in the presence of sun. Swayam eva, on their own. Chestate, take two different activities. Is it not that? With the sunrise, everyone bristles into activities. Birds fly at the dawn only because they know the sun is rising. So all this, everything, it depends on the individual when he wakes up. If Suryavanshi are there, Suryavanshi, late risers. So that depends on them. But with the sunrise, another thing, sunset, slowly stupor takes over. When you sleep is different, it depends on how much active and hyperactive you are, that different thing. But with the night, slowly the thing, at a time, one has to sleep. Lokaha, people. Aditya Sannidhau, in the presence of the sun, Swayameva tu chestate. Here, Swayameva means sun doesn't ask them to work. Sun doesn't ask them to take to action. They themselves what? Get activated. Only because sun has risen. Swayameva chestate. Tatha, in the same manner, say, Jagat, this entire Jagat, Matsannidhau, in my presence. Who does that mean? Ishvara. And who is Ishvara? Brahma with the conditioning of Maya. So Matsannidhau, Samastam Jagat Matsannidhau Cheshtate. The entire Jagat takes to its functions in my presence. See, take our own example. We see, hear, taste, touch, smell, perceive. We do many actions with the karmendriyas. We try to know. So we experience. Are these possible without Chaitanya? What is the distinction between a dead corpse and a living person? That is the one which makes the difference. And that entity which makes the difference is Chaitanya Tattva, pure awareness principle, pure consciousness principle, and that is the one which enlivens the entire body. We may say, we can't see it, we can't hear it. Only because you can't see, you can't hear, you can't deny the existence. There are certain entities which cannot be defined, because these are the thing. The scientists, either it define or it doesn't exist at all. I think I heard something about that. If something they are not able to explain, no, they say it is the God of the gap. God of the gap. How long God of the gap? Until they find some solution, some answer. Again, that is removed. Other God of the gap. Means they just take for granted some principle must be there. Not there. Look, scientists may boast of all invention, but who is that who regulates them? You know that once Einstein was facilitated, and big scientists etc. praised Einstein has discovered this law, that law, that law, that law, hundreds of those. And now it is turn of who? Einstein to reply. He said, yes, I have discovered all these laws, but I know not who is the lawgiver. Who is the lawgiver? I have not discovered. So he has discovered his limitation. I don't know who is the lawgiver. Lawgiver. See, such Vedanta says Jagat is mithya in appearance, but it is not a haphazard appearance. There is orderliness in the Jagat. There is orderliness. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has used the word sthane. Sthane rishikesha tava prakirtya. Bhagavan, it is proper. It is in the right place. But you are so great that the people what? Praise, etc. to you. So like that, in the Jagat, everything is sthane, in its place. A sthane is not there. But we don't know that we may say, oh, they are accident and all that. Not the thing. So therefore, who is the one who controls, regulates all these things? In the Sutra Bhashya, Bhashyakara says, Achintya Rachana Shakti. The creative power is beyond the imagination of any great stalwart. It cannot be thought of it. So therefore, about that, there is a principle. We need not go that far at all. Take here only. What is it? This functioning of our embodiment is possible because of Chaitanya Tattva. That is a Bhagavad Tattva. We may not be able to define. See, look here. Definition is in terms of words. Words are based on perception. This is imperceptible. Atindriya, beyond the perception, your words fail. How are you going to? And yet, it can be defined in terms of its effects. For example, take electricity. Ask these great scientists to define electricity. Can they? They have to take resort to the effect of electricity. No, we can measure electricity in amperes. What are your amperes? Magnetic deflection. You have calibrated some scale and the magnetic deflection is this many amperes, etc. You are talking of what effect in some magnetic deflection. Light, sound, etc. Heat, cold. That which makes manifest all these, that is what is electricity. Or you may say it's energy. It doesn't define. Energy itself. Energy means what? Some effect must be there from that. Therefore, that in whose presence what happens, entire Jagat is able to take activities. Like how in the presence of Aditya, our local people function, so also Mat Sannidhau. So Mat Sannidhau. What Mat Sannidhau? In my presence. With me, Paramatma, Ishvara, Bhagavat Sannidhau. Samastam Jagat Cheshtate. The entire Jagat was take to its activity. So therefore, where we have to hunt now, Ishvara, in and through all our activities, in and through all our experiences, in and through all our knowledge, it is there at the backdrop. See, all our, what is our life experience? Experience I know antakarana vrittis. Backdrop Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa means Chaitanya. Without that, nothing is possible. See, therefore, Cheshtate Jagat. So then the question comes, is it this Parameshwara, having created the Jagat, goes on changing? No. He never changes. He is avikari. This is only an appearance. This is only an appearance. Next verse.
शुक्तिकाया यथा तारं कल्पितं मायया तथा महदादिजगन्मायामयं मय्येव केवलम्.
Now, entire Jagat is something wherein no two things are the same. It is what is called as Vishama. Different thing. True. In and through, that is varied Jagat, Ishvara Tattva is one and the same, changeless. That is what told. Yatha, just as Shuktikayam. Shuktikayam. Shuktika is what shell, they call mother of pearl, shell, seashell, glittering. Taram, taram means silver. Shukti Rajata example you are familiar with. Shukti Rajata example. A seashell is mistaken as a piece of silver in the bright sunshine by a person who is suffering from cataract. So therefore he says, just as Shuktikaya, in a Shuktika that is seashell, Mayaya, here Maya is Ajnana. Maya is Ajnanena, by ignorance. What ignorance? The person doesn't know that it is what? A shell. That will say, Maya says, Taram Kalpitam. Silver is falsely projected. That person mistakes it to be a piece of silver. Actually, it's only shell. Tatha, in the same manner, this entire Jagat is falsely projected on account of Maya, ignorance at totality level. Not only individual level, but at totality level, say, is falsely projected where? In me. In me, Parameshwara, Brahma Tattva. So, Tatha, same manner, Maya Mayam Mahadadi Jagat. This Jagat, beginning from where? Mahat Adi. Mahat here is Hiranyagarbha. From Hiranyagarbha onwards up to any insignificant creature in the world. Whether you call it an ant or amoeba or coronavirus. Okay. So that is the virus of Bhagwan only. Don't think something else. So that is Jagat, Mahadadi Jagat, Mayamayam. Maya here is vikara. A product of Maya. Mayi eva kalpitam is falsely projected. Mayi eva kevalam. It is projected in me and me alone. How do you say so? You can verify. How? Entire Jagat minus Chaitanya. Come on, what will be there? What will be there? Only thing, you can't take Chaitanya. Entire Jagat you take, but no Chaitanya. If you say nothing, you can't say nothing also. To say nothing, you should have a body, and that body has to get activated by Chaitanya. We have removed the Chaitanya. Shastra gives a phrase, Jagadandhyam prasajjeta. The only way of making us understand. Jagadandhyam prasajjeta. That is, there will be stupor everywhere. It is from our present state of understanding. Nothing will be known at all. So therefore, entire Jagat is Mayamayam. Mayi eva kevalam or kalpitam. Patantara is there. See, Patantara. See, generally we have the habit of saying other reading, alternate reading. It's not a correct word. We say alternate because either this or that. No, at times it will be wrong also. But we have to give because such in many shifts such a word is there. But here, Kevalam also applicable, Kalpitam, falsely projected. Kalpitam is better because illustration is Shuktikayam Taram Kalpitam. Just as the piece of silver is projected in shell, so also there because of Ajnana. You don't know that there is shell. Here, you don't know Chaitanya Swarupa Brahma, and therefore what? Falsely projected the Jagat. And this Ishvara, Brahma Tattva, is alive in all embodiments. Super embodiments, more, less, no. Manifestation may differ because of the gadgets. But this Ishvara Tattva, Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Brahma Tattva has no partiality. It is impartial. It is just like sun. See, you can't say partial, impartial at all. Even you can't say impartial. Simply is. In his present, everything takes place. Simply is. In the present, takes place. Take the next verse, Chandala Dehe.
Chandala Dehe, sorry. Chandala Dehe Pashvadi Stavare Brahma Vigrahe Anyeshu Taratamyena Stiteshu na tathahyaham.
Okay, now look here. In the Vishama, I am Sama. In different thing, I am one and the same. I mean, so Ishvara Tattva, Brahma Tattva, one and the same. So few examples are given. Taratamena Siteshu Chandala Dehe Pashvadi Savare Brahma Vigrahe Anyeshu. Taratamena Siteshu. Tara, comparative degree. Tama, superlative degree. Taratama, in a varying degree. Taratamya is the noun. So therefore, in all these embodiments, which have varying degrees of their features. Good, bad, excellent, worst, like that. A few instances are given. Chandala Dehe. In the Deha of Chandala. See, Chandala means a lowly person. Generally they say, one who eats the dog. You know, why it is a lowly person? See, dog is an animal very faithful. Is a faithful to the master. Now to kill the dog, what he will call it? For what killing? It is that is the way of the Chandala. So that is a very lowly person. Anyone with a lowly person. Pashvadi Sthavari. In all different animal embodiment, including Sthavara. Sthavara is trees. Mountains also called Sthavara, but here it is trees. Whether Chandalas, a lowly person body, animal embodiments, or trees, etc., or Brahma Vigrahe. Vigraha means here body, not Murti, idol, etc. Body. Who? Brahma. Brahma means Brahmana. In the this body of a Brahmana. See, Brahmana's body is superior. Chandala's body is inferior. In between, all these are there. See, Vigrahe. They are how? Taratamena Siteshu. They remain, they abide in a varying degree of their feature. Superior, inferior. Say. Anneshcha. Other embodiment, like devatas, etc., which are not specified here. Aham, he, tatha, na. I am not like that different. Bodies may vary, but I am one and the same. What is element may differ, sunlight is one and the same. So therefore, say, tatha hi aham sthitaha. You can add there sthitaha. I remain all alike. I have no partiality in and through. I have means Ishvara says Brahma Sarupa has no partiality. It lends existence and knowledge principle, including Kriya Shakti, the power to do action, all alike in every one, though embodiment differ. We'll continue.
Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Shobharahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormam Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om